What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are at about half a cent, just below there. 10 hours left in this day. It is the 10th day of March, and I think overall we've got a nice little setup here for OnyxCoin. Okay, what I'm looking at and how I'm kind of looking at this is as if this is a giant kind of, I wouldn't say a V-shaped recovery, but the Adam part of this Adam and Eve double bottom. You've got your triangle here, you've got your U here, Adam and Eve double bottom. And it's not ideal to be grinding, right? These areas, OnyxCoin, we like it whenever we find our lows and we just move up, but sometimes we do grind things out and sometimes we still do move up higher. Sometimes we get a higher high and we still move lower afterwards, right? It happens. I do think that what we're seeing here is the calm before the storm, and that storm is going to either provide a rainbow or some thunder, one way or the other, guys. It's going to be a sudden shift to one direction. I'm assuming it's going to be to the upside. Of course, we could move lower, but I am assuming it is going to be to the upside. Looking at this here, should I do the daily? Should I do the daily? Let's look at the 4-hour real quick. I don't think we'll get a whole lot off of this because it's just so neutral. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, we could say it's bullish, but like yes, it is, but who cares? It's sideways. It's not really that important. Daily time frame. Looking at the the daily, the RSI is in a neutral position. Here, anytime you're really like between the 60 and the 40, you're kind of in a neutral position. You are rejecting the oversold zone. You're getting higher lows, which is nice to see overall. We just haven't done anything productive. So what I'd like to see is that whenever we move up, we get above the 50, and not that we just get above it, but that we stay above it and continue to build, inevitably getting us into the overbought zone. I mean, if we were to continue to build at the rate that we're going now, we might get into this overbought zone sometime in April, which would essentially mean that OnyxCoin is not going to be too exciting until April. I don't know if that sounds right, but maybe. Whenever we do move up, I'm assuming things will get more bullish, and we probably do move up faster. The end of March is likely going to be a good time, and that makes sense because the end of March is the deadline for them to get this Goliath mainnet online, and I think they're going to. I think that they will be getting it out by March. I think that they have it. They're just tying up their odds and ends here, running some tests and just making sure everything's ready. I think they want this to go off without a hitch, with a bang. They want it to go off well. And just a little bit of preparation for any of you OnyxCoin faithful out there. Once this releases, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's a big deal right now, right? I mean, and it will be a big deal as time goes on. It's the infrastructure. It's going to be the backbone of this ecosystem, as far as I know, if not a very, very major contributor. But once it happens, it's not going to be that big of a deal, right? After it happens, it's going to be like, we did it! Goliath is out! Wait, what now? What goes on now? What goes on now is probably a sell the news event. And these sell the news events are not always so easy to identify. Sometimes the news comes out and you don't sell the news, quote unquote, until 2 weeks later. Sometimes the news comes out after you've already begun to sell the news. Sometimes you move up and then you've hit your top. By the time you start selling off, that's whenever the news comes out. It's not so cut and dry. Wouldn't it be perfect if we pumped and then as soon as we were at our relative high point here, whatever, this pump might be way more dramatic than it was over here, whatever it is, however fantastic it is, man. It wouldn't surprise me at all if once we got the news that's whenever we sold off. I don't expect that we'll sell off dramatically. I don't expect something like this to happen. I do expect that we will see higher lows come in, but it might be pretty dramatic still, nonetheless. And we just move on to the next thing, man. We move on to onboarding people in user bases and stuff like that, and other things. There's other things going on besides just Goliath. But I was looking at this, and there was a word that they used here, which I don't know how I feel about it. Let's just see here. Hold on, wait. When Goliath mainnet launches, liquid staking is officially live. Yes. When it launches, it will launch, and even if it doesn't launch by the end of March, I'm assuming they will have it launching soon, but it would be kind of lame if they told us this whole time that it would be released by the end of Q1 and then they just kept it quiet. They knew it was going to be released in April, in Q2, in Q3, whatever. It's still going to be released, but it's like, tell us that too. Come on, guys. We're the ones investing. There's nothing wrong with being truthful with your investors. We believe in you. We support you. We're in a bear market, and we still support you. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think they would have told us already. I think they're just pushing it to the end of Q1. They're giving themselves as much time as they can to run all their tests and stuff. And I was trying to pull it up on Telegram. I can't pull it up on Telegram here for the video for whatever reason. Telegram on my computer is a little bit different. I mean, like it's a pop-up. It's not like on here, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to the window where you guys could see. I'm technically savvy, but not that savvy. Anyways, I'm getting beside the point. The thing that I didn't like, let's just see here. Hold on. Where is it? It's not that I don't like it, like whatever, but I think it's a cheap kind of gimmick. Let me see here. Where are we? I'm missing it somewhere. I'm just trying to find it. They were talking about, it wasn't on here. It was on Onyx. That's why. It was here. It was, where is it? It's the poll. That's what it was. This one. Development doesn't stop at product release. More updates to the Onyx XCN gas-free wallet are coming. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. Where is it? Wait. Where is it? No, not Biddle. Sorry. I thought that was like click more. Where is it, man? They said beta testing. That's what it was. Beta. So I'm wondering if what we're going to get is Goliath Mainnet, but they're going to say Goliath Mainnet beta is what it is, right? It's the beta net. It is the mainnet. We released it, but it's the beta net. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, we got the mainnet, but it's still not. I just think that that's cheap. But whatever, it is what it is. I can't find where it was. I swear I'm not making this up. I don't want to spend too much more time on this though. I'm getting bored. Let's just move on. If they release the Goliath mainnet and they say it's now beta testing, it's like wasn't that what the test net was? Wasn't that what that? But whatever. You know, however it works, whatever works. Anyways, 00472. I like to be candid with my thoughts. I do believe that from here, what we're seeing is a nice rounded bottom endeavor. I do believe that we're going to move up. And, you know, as I, made a post on this recently, anytime that we've seen this type of formation happen with OnyxCoin, it did bode well. And here, it's a little bit of a smaller turnaround, but we still have this kind of rounded bottom formation. I would assume that it does bode well, personally. And the expectation here is that when we move up, not that we're going to see a lower high, but that we will see a higher high. And this higher high is really important, you guys. It really is important to get this higher high. The reason why is because we haven't had a higher high, a true higher high throughout this whole range. Yes, this high was above this high here. Yes, this high was above this high here, but it's a lower macro high overall. We got really, really close with this one, man. That was very exciting. But at this point, we get above that high at all, something is clearly different going on here. We can very confidently expect a higher low, and depending on how that all plays out, I mean, this could really turn into some parabolic structure that really, really gets going here, which would just be crazy to see. I know that Bitcoin's in a bear market, but it's kind of in a weird bear market. It's like we've already seen the meat of this bear market. Altcoins have been beat up. OnyxCoin specifically has been beat up, and it went through like a year-long bear process already. What we're doing right now, what it looks like to me, is more like accumulation than it is anything else. And with this, I really wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it takes more time. Maybe it takes some time. But once we get going, things should be kicking off pretty quick. Things should be moving at a very fast pace. And with the help of this Goliath mainnet release, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the reaction is. Even if at the mainnet launch we're at a lower high, I still don't think that we're going to sell off and see a lower low. I would think that we sell off, we get a higher low, mainnet's going to go well, there's going to be other developments going on, other things to get excited about, and we'll continue to grow. What else do I want to say? I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say, guys. We're just waiting at this point, man. Patiently waiting. And I do expect, again, I do expect that a sudden shift is going to happen one way or the other. I'm just thinking it's going to be to the upside, but we'll see. If it is to the downside, if we do break out to the downside, we likely will come down to contest these lows. Even if we see a slightly lower low, I think that'd be the extent of it. We don't really get a lower low, and still this rounded bottom theory can work out even from the perspective of a lower low. It just depends on how we act. All I'm saying there is, even if we do break out to the downside, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. It'll be discouraging, sure. We might go below 0.004, but we should recover and come back up. And on this recovery, once we get above 0.006, I think that's when it's time to get excited. That's when it's time to start thinking about prices here and above. My expectation is still that once we see this move happen, whether it's from a slightly lower low, whether it's from right here, however it works, I'm expecting that we're going all the way up to this 2 cent, 2.6 cent area personally. Hit that like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. Stake your Onyx coins. Nothing wrong with staking, man. The staking process is so easy to do. I mean, I don't even know how. I feel like I've made like, I know that it's 27% or 28% APY for like the year, or APR, I think it's APY. But I swear I've made like 20% more Onyx coins. Like, I swear the amount of Onyx coins I have now is like 20% more than I had back here in November, December. Maybe I bought more and staked more. I don't know. I don't think that's right. I just from claiming rewards. It's worth it, man. It really is worth it. If you stake, I did the math. If you stake 1,000,000 tokens, you're getting like roughly 700 Onyx coins a day, which doesn't sound like a lot. I think it's like 700 to 800 tokens a day. I think it's less than 800, but more than 700 if you're staking 1,000,000 tokens. Multiply that more if you're doing 2, 3, 4, 10, 100 million tokens. But 700 a day, if you believe like I do that this can become something that's worth $1 or more, you're making $700 a day. You just got to have the foresight. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.